Alright, let's give this a shot. This is the Octopath Traveler demo that just dropped on the Switch eShop after this evening's Nintendo Direct. Why not give it a little go? Alright, choose a protagonist to begin your journey. Dancer Primrose. Your name is Primrose and you're a dancer. You ply your trade in the pleasure district of the town of Sunshade, shrouded forever in darkness. But in truth, you are the highborn daughter of the once proud House Azelhart, an identity you conceal from all. 3 men bearing the mark of the crow, they took my father from me. But you will have your revenge. Warrior Ulbark from the Highlands Cobblestone. Your name is Ulbark, and you're a warrior. You were once a proud knight, till you lost king and kingdom in a bloody coup. Today you serve as a master-at-arms for a small mountain village. To what end do I swing my blade? The question tortured you night after restless night. Then one day, you overhear a name from your past, giving you new purpose. And it looks like those are the only 2 characters you can play as. Right, so the theme of this game and why it has the working title of Octopath Traveler is there are 8 characters with 8 different stories going on. I assume they converge at some point. Let's go with Primrose. So I don't really know too much about this game. Even when the blade is held at your heart, faith will be your shield. Words of House Azelhart. Beyond the fact that I believe it's the same team that developed Bravely Default and Bravely Second for the 3DS, which I've never played either. Don't really know too much about the workings of this game. 10 years ago, haven't been keeping up with the development cycle.
Everything that happens in this world falls into one of 2 neat little categories. Things one is better off knowing, and things one is better off not. Jeffrey Azelhart, I'm afraid you've been poking your nose into the latter.
I have only done as my convictions bade me do. I have no regrets.
I thought you might say something like that. You're making this delightfully easy. Make sure he's dead. Let's leave this place before we're seen.
It's done. Huh.
I will never forget. 3 men, each marked with the sign of the crow. One on his left arm. One on his right. And the last on his neck. 3 men. Foul scavengers, just like the bird whose mark they bear. They took my father from me. And I will never forget. Always the same dream.
I wish I had your confidence, Primrose. I couldn't imagine nodding off minutes before my cue.
How nice it must be to be the Master's favorite. Fine. Go on and keep your airs. Act as though you're better than the rest of us.
It doesn't change the fact that you're just another dancer in the sands, Primrose. Nothing but a kept woman. Here to flatter the dignity of men who pay for the privilege.
I suppose you're right.
Shh, enough chatter. Master Helganish is coming.
Do I keep you women to titter here in the shadows? My customers are waiting for their entertainment!
That door opening and closing sound actually came with some very nice HD rumble in the Joy-Cons. That was a pleasant surprise.
The opening act should be on that stage already. Now, get out there and earn your keep! Bunch of useless strays. But not you, Primrose. You're the only one I can rely on.
You flatter me, Master.
Oh, hardly. Why, this tavern's custom has increased tenfold since you stepped on our stage. But do not go forgetting yourself. It was I who groomed you for this role.
And I will be forever grateful for that, Master.
You were an ignorant girl when I picked you up. Completely useless. I've taught you everything you know. What happened to your sweet little smile? Who puts a roof over your head and food on your plate? Who bought the jewels that adorn your pretty neck? Who made you the most sought-after dancer in this dusty old town? It was me, all me! You owe me, kitten, and I'll see that debt repaid.
Yes, Master.
Good then. Purr sweetly, and I may give you a treat. Don't dally when you're done with your show. I will be waiting in my chamber. I'll have you purr for me some more.
Primrose, it's your cue.
I'm coming.
Put your face back on now, kitten.
Yes, Master.
The tavern lies at the end of the central road, just beyond the bazaar. I mustn't dally any longer. You know, I don't know what I was expecting, but it's a lot darker than I had anticipated. Can't say I know where I'm going, but let's just poke around, why not? I also wasn't expecting voice acting. This team's other games have voice acting at all? I don't know. I imagine that once this game releases and we see that voice cast, there will probably be some names that I'm familiar with. This tavern, especially the dancers, is Master's pride and joy. So is this the place? It is the central location.
There you are.
This way, Primrose. Get a move on. Wait, is there a run button? Let me check. Weird. Okay.
There you are.
Kept us waiting long enough, Primrose. I believe, and I've already forgotten this guy's name, but this stagehand I think is voiced by the same guy who voices Machias Regnitz in Cold Steel.
Forgive me.
It better have been worth it. You're our best chance at getting to eat tonight. And the customers have been waiting.
I am ready.
Watch over me, Father. That day, I swore revenge against the men who took you from me. The 3 marked by the crow. I left home far behind, following their trail. That trail has led me here. I heard one of them often passes through here on his travels. It was the smallest scrap of hope, but it was all I had. Until I find him, there is no disgrace I will not endure. Losing my honor is nothing compared to the pain of losing you. Father, I will not stop until I find the 3 and see justice served. And until I have my revenge, I will dance. I think I'm in love. How about a private show, darling? You're all too kind. And too handsome, I might add. Not bad, Primrose. Not bad. Thank you. Look at your sandals. Seems you've gone and broken a strap. Go back to the dormitory and fetch yourself another pair.
Yes.
Most happily. So I assume that's the building I originally came from. The movement speed in this game is really confusing. Okay, I got it figured out. So this is the default speed. Hitting B once like changes gears to where you always move slowly, and hitting it back changes it back. But is there no faster animation? X is your menu. Let me look at settings real quick. Yeah, turn that voice up.
Octopath traveler.
Oh, and you actually have the option for Japanese voices. I mean, we've already been playing on English, but whatever. But that's there if you want it. So I assume the game will then ship with dual audio next year. That'll please some people. Papa, Papa, I'm going to be in a play. I will be the princess and everyone will look at me. You'll come and watch too, won't you?
Yes.
Of course, my dear.
Oh, thank you.
Many thanks, my lord. How was that? And guess what, Papa? When I grow up, I'm going to be a beautiful dancing girl, the star of the stage. A dancing girl? That is a dream best forgotten.
What?
Why, Papa? Helena, my dear, you want to grow up to be a fine lady, yes? Like the princess you will play? Then it would be better to not say such things. Not in this town.
What?
But what's wrong with dancing? It's so much fun.
Oh.
Look at her. She's beautiful. Hello, child.
Oh, come now.
This way, Helena. I'll tuck you into bed back at the inn. Papa has business to attend to this night. Don't check me out. Keep on stepping. Get out of here. A thorn? Oh, someone fetch a handkerchief. Primrose seems to be bleeding, the poor dear. Perhaps she got a blister. She's always dancing on so passionately.
Are you alright?
Are you alright, Prim? Oh, that voice was really familiar.
Yes.
I'm fine. It's nothing I haven't dealt with before.
Hey!
Don't you think that's enough already? Do you take such pleasure in others' pain? We're nothing but the master's playthings, all of us. And we all know what happens to the girls who displease him. Or have you forgotten? beaten half to death and tossed in the gutter, left for dead, sick and starving.
Stop that!
We all know well enough where we stand. We know that what he can do to us.
Hey!
Then why torment one of our own?
Many thanks.
Thank you, Yusufa. But there's no need for you to make foes on my behalf. Prim.
You.
What are you doing yelling back here? Sheath your claws. It's time for work. Or do you think money flows into my coffers by itself? Get out there and collect your tips.
Wait a minute.
Not you, Primrose. You stay.
What was that? I think not.
Do you think I'm blind? One glance was all I needed to know your mind was not where it ought to be. I can see every thought in that pretty empty little head of yours, and they were mere naught of dancing tonight.
You would take that tone with me?
You haven't forgotten your debts now, have you? You haven't forgotten who owns you. You know the fate that awaits you if you dare defy me, don't you, kitten? I'm warning you because I care, Primrose. I wouldn't want to see anything untoward happen to my shining star.
Forgive me.
I'm sorry, Master. Forgive me. I was simply remembering the first day I came here to you. Oh, were you now? Not a day, not a moment passes when I am not thankful for all you have given me. Pray forgive my lack of focus today. Master, it will not happen again. Oh, my dear, dear Primrose. I too often think back on the day you came to my door. Just imagining the sight of you dancing for me, as sweet and innocent as you were, it tickled me so. And you met my every expectation. You have been my best investment.
I'll have you purr for me some more.
But tonight you have displeased me, and for this you must atone. The crowd is looking thin tonight, out on the streets with you, and bring us some custom. Custom with coin enough to cover a week's expenses. If you can do that, I may still go easy on you. At least relatively so, kitten.
Yes.
You are kind, Master. Bravo, Prim. That was a performance for the ages. How do you do it? I want to vomit every time I have to call him Master. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out collecting tips?
Are you alright?
I was worried about you. How is your foot? What? Here, use this. A handkerchief? Be careful out there, okay? Each of your 8 heroes can interact with the world in a unique way to forge their own path. Y is path action. Approach a villager and press the Y button. The dancer Primrose can allure townspeople and lead them to various locations. The other hero of this demo, the warrior Ulberic, can challenge townspeople to a duel. Sounds like I went with the passive character then. How was I supposed to know? What about you, warrior? Come now, don't you want to see me dance? Ooh, Helgen is lackey, so he works for the dude. Chance of success 100. Sure thing.
Excuse me.
Admit it now. Wouldn't you care to spend a little more time with me? That's our Primrose, all right. No one turns you down, eh? I know I sure can't. Pray come hither. Oh, so now they follow you. Let me poke into the settings one more time. So all we have is voices and HD rumble. Why would you ever turn it off? I was hoping for like a text scroll speed. So I take it that, yeah, it's not gonna work on women, is it? So let's look for more men. Well, time to put on a different kind of show. This one looks to be like the likely sort.
Excuse me.
Lovely evening, isn't it, my lord? Mayhap you'd care to share it with me?
I'm afraid not.
A tempting offer, but I travel on business. I must depart early on the morrow. It must be a fascinating sort of business that you do. Perhaps you could tell me more over a drink. I'd love to get to know you better. I am most afraid I cannot.
Excuse me.
I dance at the tavern just down the street. I'd be happy to put on a show, just for you. Now can I allure him? Don't you want to see me dance? Well, we're at 100% again. You can only allure one person at once. Part ways with the person currently with you.
Excuse me.
Admit it now. Wouldn't you care to spend a little more time with me? Oh my. I cannot resist such beauty. Pray come hither. So I wonder if there's any other options. So I take it that the fact that this guy's like a business dude means that he might be like my best option for this like little tiny quest, because he'd be more likely to spend money at the tavern than the lackey that was outside the dormitory. Yeah, he's probably satisfactory. Let's just get to the tavern. Yes, that's one's pockets look sufficiently deep.
Excellent.
Good work, kitten. You will be treated well tonight.
Many thanks.
You honor me, master. The seats are starting to fill. See that not a single cup goes empty.
Yes.
As you wish, master.
Beg pardon.
Good evening, gentlemen. Ah, Primrose, you're looking more and more lovely each time I see you. It's been a while since we last enjoyed your company. Will you be with us long this evening? Oh, as long as you'll have me for, my dear. Is that so? I'll have to give it some thought then. I'll see you again later.
Till next time.
And if that's all, I'll be taking my leave. Who's this dude? Oh, is he one of the guys that she's after? Could it be? There, on his left arm.
I will never forget.
The mark of the crow. How long I have waited for this day. Finally, you appear before me. This night, at long last, justice will be served. No! I can't let him get away.
You.
And where do you think you're going? So curious about that man, are you? Was it love at first sight, kitten? Master.
I think not.
You wouldn't think of abandoning the stage and your customers before the night is through now, would you? Back to work, Primrose. I trust I don't need to repeat myself.
Put your face back on now, kitten.
You do remember what happens to the wicked little kittens who cross me, don't you? This is all I have. I may never get another chance like this again.
Are you alright?
Prim, what's the matter? It's not like you to look all flustered like this. You don't need to tell me. For you to risk angering the master like that, it must be something important. Leave it to me. I'll keep his eyes busy. You slip out the back door on the upper floor. You shouldn't get involved. You put yourself at risk. Look, Prim, maybe you don't tell me what you're thinking.
Come on!
But that doesn't matter to me. I'm on your side, and always will be. On my side? When the other girls would pick on me and tell me to know my place, you were always the only one who stood by me. You never say much. You're always so distant, aloof even. But I know you just don't want to burden others with your troubles. I know you better than you think, Prim. And I know that deep down, you have a good heart. A good heart? Yusufa. I thank you. Always a woman of few words. I wouldn't have it any other way. I think Yusufa has a thing for Primrose. Alright. So is this our way out now? You will bring the woman I need, won't you now? Competent help is so hard to come by these days. Whatever is a man to do. I can assure you, my lord, I'm doing all that I can. Helganish, we are friends, are we not? Friends take care of one another, yes? They do not disappoint each other.
But of course.
I will do everything in my power. I saw a fine dancing girl in the tavern. I would rather like such a girl for my own. Wrong dude. I saw a fine dancing girl in the tavern. I would rather like such a girl for my own. Could it be Primrose? So, it is as I thought. Helganish knows him. Bring the woman to the place marked on this map. And Helganish, try not to keep me waiting.
But of course.
That map. Saving your progress. You never know when danger might strike, so be sure to save often. Keep an eye out for the traveler with the green hat. Seek out the traveler in towns, overworld areas, and dungeons to save your game. So this dude?
Well met.
Care to save a record of what you've done? Why, sure. The fact that the demo saves makes me wonder if there will be any sort of carryover when the full game comes out. Although, that game's a ways away, they said 2018 for it. So, it would be kind of annoying to keep this save data. Oh, look, it's another dude.
Well met.
Wasn't expecting another one. Then again, maybe once Nintendo launches their like actual paid service at the start of next year, it'll have like some sort of cloud system, which I believe already exists. I think it's people who've had like their Switches worked on. Oh, is it random battle by like complete random encounter? Basics of Battle 1. Exploiting weaknesses. Exploit your foe's weaknesses to turn the tide of battle in your favor. Attack your foe's weak point to lower the shield points. Reduce shield points to 0 to break your foe. The dancer Primrose is proficient with both daggers and darkness-based attacks. Use the ability Moonlight Waltz to deal dark damage against susceptible foes.
I am ready.
So I don't know if this game's battle system has anything in common with any other games. So abilities, there's Moonlight Waltz. Also have items. We come with a few healing grapes and inspiring plum. Whoops, didn't think it was gonna automatically go into defense. I thought there'd be like a confirm menu there.
I am ready.
And there's also flee. All right, let's use that Moonlight Waltz.
I am ready.
Use a standard attack. Alright, that broke his defense. Basics of Battle 2. Boost Mode. Enter Boost Mode to augment your powers and wreak havoc on your foes. Break your foes to drastically reduce their defenses. Press the R button to enter Boost Mode, and the potency of your attacks and abilities will surge. Boost points, BP, accumulate at the rate of 1 per turn. You can spend up to 3 BP to boost your character to 3 levels of power.
I am ready.
Wow, you're still alive, huh?
I am ready.
Wow, these things are really resilient.
I am ready.
Or no, am I supposed to knock both of them down?
I am ready.
If so... Oh, hello Godzilla 18. It's the first time I've ever seen a Switch notification. I don't have a lot of friends had it on my Switch. Am I gonna die?
How about this? I am ready.
Now these things are just really tough. Wow, this game's combat's for real.
Ready.
I wonder if the other games are like this that they did.
I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready.
Come on, man, just go down. There we go. That was really sloppy of me. Items obtained. Well, that makes up for the one that I used. Let's see, yeah, there's not a faster movement speed. And you can move with the analog stick or the directional buttons. I was gonna say D-pad, but I guess it's not a D-pad on the Joy-Con. These guys are
I
different.
am ready.
Excellent, they're weak to darkness.
I am ready.
Animation's cool.
I am ready. I am ready.
They're also weak to physical.
I am ready. ready.
So I guess the break is really the key to the battle system. Haven't used it as often as I could. Let's see what this is. Fire Soul Stone. What does that do? Whoops. Deals fire damage to all foes. And here we have Jewel of Strength. I'm gonna guess that that's like some sort of attack buff consumable. Oh, it's equipable. I don't think I wear it automatically, do I? I do not, so we can put that on. Oh, the little finger was on my character. Which means you can obviously get multiple party members.
May I have this dance? I am ready.
Not a huge fan of the random battles.
I am ready.
I do like the soundtrack though.
I am ready.
It's very, it feels very modern in terms of like the quality, and it feels like it's, well, it's what you'd expect for a newer game, but it's like done in the tone of an older RPG.
I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. The show is over.
Level 3. So got an olive of life. Real quick. Okay, cool. Leveling up does refill your HP. I was counting on that. Did I already go down here? No, I didn't. So which way is progress? Maybe to the left up these stairs is, because there's a save point guy. Now what's the explanation for these travelers appearing inside the dungeons as well? It seems kind of odd that if you wanted to place save points in like these remote locations, maybe they should have gone with like some sort of inanimate object that you can interact with or something rather than a person.
I am ready. I am ready.
Alright, I think I'm getting the hang of
I
it.
am ready.
So it does not appear that enemies can attack the same turn that they come out of that stun animation, the stun status like this. So they just gotta eat their next turn. Like right here, out of it, but not able to move. Which means you don't want to go for using your abilities 2 turns in a row. You can go ability and then physical. Ability, physical. But in this situation, if the enemy is weak to normal attacks, you can just spam it over and over and they can't do anything about it. Ooh, secrets. There we go. This is Inspiring Plum. Inspiriting Plum. I think I said inspiring the first time. Not wearing my glasses. I would like to fight one other enemy. Here we go. This should give me a level upon winning it.
I am ready. I am ready.
I like that they give you like a closer look animation when you do that off of the break.
I am ready. The show is over.
Alright, let's save, and maybe the end of the demo will be past this staircase. Or maybe not. Maybe this is a halfway point of the dungeon. This is actually a bit more content than I was expecting. Nice demo. Especially because, again, I haven't kept up with this like game's development cycle since it got announced. I think at the like initial big Switch event that was in January.
He's going to get away. I won't let that happen.
And where might you be off to, kitten?
Master Helganish, whatever are you doing here at this hour?
Funny you should ask. A worthless little stray, this one. But she was kind enough to help me catch a rat.
Yusufa!
I'm sorry.
She was quite intent on keeping her mouth shut, but my boys helped her get it open. It seems I was too lenient with the girl. I won't make that mistake again.
No! Yusufa!
Brim, I've never heard you shout so.
What? This is no time to...
Hey, Brim, we're friends, aren't we?
What?
I was sold to this place as a child. Everyone was so cruel, so miserable. I thought I'd never make any friends. It was lonely having no one. But you were different. Always standing tall, proud. No matter how hard your days. Looking at you, it gave me strength.
Yusufa.
Tell me, Prim. Were we friends?
Yes, Yusufa. You were my friend.
I'm so happy. Not alone.
Is it finally over? I must say, at least her last performance had some life. If she'd shown that sort of potential earlier, I might have kept her on longer.
Enough.
What was that?
I have danced enough for you. This was the last night that I belonged to you.
Oh, was it now? So some wheels do turn in that pretty little head of yours. Here I thought it a waste, as empty as the desert.
I saw you for the foul swine you are the first time I laid eyes on you.
You would take that tone with me? You're nothing but a stupid whore! You would have died on the street if not for me!
You have given me nothing. I have always danced on my own 2 feet. I have always chosen where I step.
Who do you think you're speaking to, whore?
All these years, the jeers, the beatings, the dishonor, I endured it all. All for this day, the day that man appeared before me. I need your stage no longer. I dance for myself now.
Primrose. You forget yourself, little kitten. But I understand. This is just your little show, yes? You wanted to see your master frown. Fine, very well. You've had your fun. That naughty mouth of yours belongs to me. Put it where it belongs, and if you please me to my satisfaction, I will overlook your impertinence.
Master, go pleasure yourself.
Wrong answer, kitten. You know what I do with cats that bite, don't you? I put them down, just like that one. It's a shame, Primrose. You were always my favorite. What a waste. Yes, a terrible, terrible shame.
The only shame is that I could not do this sooner, Master. Time for the main event.
He gets his own, like, big sprite. Wasn't expecting this demo to drop 2 whore bombs and to be so frickin' snappy. Let's go with a buff.
I am ready.
Okay, they're not too strong.
I am ready.
See how much this does. Nice. Alright, got rid of the 2 ads. Oh, I'm dead. Wonderful. I was expecting that to do so much damage. This damage output hadn't been that high. Zoom from the last save point. I wonder if you can skip cutscenes. If not, we'll just mash. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Just like the retro RPG this is trying to be.
He's going. I won't let that happen.
Plus and minus do nothing.
And where might you be off to, kitten?
Looks like the answer to that question is no. Perhaps that is something you should consider adding from this demo feedback. Alright, I'll cut footage and we'll get back to the battle. Yeah, we did it.
The show is over.
That was a lot harder than I may have made it look through editing. You may notice that I gained a couple levels because I tried multiple times to beat him and it didn't go so well. But through a couple of grinding levels as well as a better understanding of the battle system, I was able to do it. Not easy though. I wonder if that's the end of the demo. There might be something else.
Primrose.
You were always different from the rest. The fire in your eyes, it burned brighter than any others. I have seen many a girl in my years, but none quite like you. You fascinated me from the start.
Come, Primrose. Won't you dance one last dance for me?
Quite the dancer yourself in the end.
Guess you won't be needing this anymore. The village of Stills now. I'll need to pack some warmer clothes. And with that, Master, I do believe my debt is paid. Yusufa. We are free at last, my friend. And so, Primrose sets out from the shifting sands to a land of swirling snow in her quest for vengeance against the three foul crows. Where this dance will lead her, none can say. Thank you for playing. We hope you enjoyed the demo. This was but the opening chapter of Primrose's tale. What wonders and dangers await her in this vast world of adventure. You can join 8 heroes on their journeys in the full version of Octopath Traveler, working title. Laura Post. Patrick Sates voices Ulbricht, who we didn't play as. Those are the only characters with their voice actors listed. Congratulations, you've completed Primrose's path. Venture to the neighboring region to meet another hero. So I imagine that's the warrior's path? Oh. I can still move. Hello. I thought we were done. So I wonder if you, oh, look at that visual effect in the distance. That's so pretty. That looks so good. And random battle. I thought we were done.
I am ready.
Well, we can keep playing a little bit. Why not?
I am ready.
So I finally have a grasp on this fighting system. Essentially, once you get up to 3 of those boost points or whatever at the top right, feel free to use them. Because there really isn't much of a downside, because you get one every turn, so you can't... It's not like it blows all of them, but like using it only uses one. So once you get up to 3, I guess you're free to use them. Then again, I guess it changes if you have multiple party members. Who knows? We were that close to the edge of the screen. Okay, so this is the town we came from, right? Then I guess maybe go back into the bottom right? Yo, that visual effect of the town in the distance looks so good. Was that a treasure chest? It is. Another healing grape. What did you say again? Another fight. I think I fought one of these things off camera.
I am ready. The show is over.
Alright, what's over here now? Maybe this is the dungeon? No, this is a completely different area. Did it say to go to the east? I already forgot. Here's more treasure. Oh, and here's a save point guy. That's useful. Maybe I should be rotating, but can't imagine it makes too much of a difference.
May I have this dance? I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am...
This should kill you, hopefully.
The show is over.
Why is this so brightly lit? I guess it's just the sun effect. Another healing grape. Another treasure chest back here. Let's see, there's not like a map, is there? It doesn't appear to be. The only buttons that do anything are B to change your walking speed and X to open your menu.
I'm ready. I am ready. I am ready.
Well, you have a lot of HP. You survived that.
I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready.
There we go.
The show is over.
Let's progress through the eastern edge of this screen. See where it takes us. Yeah, maybe we'll end up linking to whatever the other town in the other half of the demo is. I suppose it's possible. But who knows if there will be anything to do there. It was really weird that they gave you like the like congratulations, you did it screen, and then proceeded to have more content. Am I still technically in like enemy territory right now? Will a random battle occur? Kind of feels like it will. Ooh, how do I get that? Indeed, more random battles. Different types of enemies.
I am ready.
Surely they won't just like let you continue wandering endlessly. There must be some sort of limit as to what's actually in this demo.
I am ready. I am...
Alright, see how you guys like this.
The show is over.
Am I going to be able to go down and get that treasure chest? I have no idea how you get that. More healing grape, which is good because I have no idea how else to heal besides leveling up.
I am ready. I am ready. I am ready.
Probably gonna run out of SP doing this.
I am ready.
I'm kind of like hedging my bets on there not actually being too much more left to explore.
The show is over.
My imagination is that this will eventually link to something and that'll be my dead end. But who's to say? Like up here is feeling kind of like
Well met.
end of the road-ish. Yeah, this feels like a town, doesn't it? Yep. So this must be where the other characters' area is. In the full version of the game, you will be free to recruit any of the 8 protagonists at any time you like. Here, the warrior Ulberic has joined your party. He can interact with NPCs and do battle in entirely new ways, so be sure to try everything out. Curious what his story is? After you're done exploring, start a new game and select Ulberic as your protagonist. So just based on instinct alone, I was able to find which sprite was his. I was like, which one of these characters looks a little unique? Let's go with the guy in blue. I also vaguely remember what he looked like when we chose Primrose. That's where I'll end it. We got Ulberic, and if you would like to see what Ulberic's story is, you can look at another video, or download the Octopath Traveler demo, out now for free on the Switch eShop. I gotta say, this game is, again, I haven't been following it ever since it was announced back in January. I like the premise, I like the art style, I like the prospect of playing a game like this on the Switch. That said, this game needs a little bit of refinement in terms of, like, quality of life, and I get that they're trying to go for, like, an older feeling, and I don't know if, like, their previous games were like this, because, again, I haven't played them. But, like, number one thing that this thing needs is, like, some sort of cutscene skip, or, like, dialogue fast forward or something, because, I died to that boss more times than you know, and each time I had to, just mash A, and mash A, and mash A, and mash A, and then it got to the point where I was, like, looking at my phone and wasn't looking at the screen as I was just cutting through the dialogue. So that would be a helpful thing if they added that. It's a little hard. That boss fight in particular was tough. There's a reason I had to do it multiple times, and eventually just said, you know what, I'm gonna go grab a couple levels. Not easy, but of course it is a new turn-based RPG. You gotta learn the nuances of the battle system and how to work it to your advantage, and I feel like I kind of got that towards the end, and that's how I was able to eventually prevail. Alright, that's it from me. See you guys around.